Oh, but it's been his fault all day, man. Long while.
Was that so far?
It's trying to break up the pan, man.
All right, man. Sure. Oh, everybody good? Wow, John. This is episode 5. It's been a minute, right?
Yeah, been a long while.
Folks have been waiting patiently.
All right. How y'all doing out there? Man, we back. We sorry. Episode 5.
You sorry.
I'm sorry. We here. Sorry for the wait. We'll let one person who's never here all summer, go to his death life and then come back and tell me it's my fault. We ain't point no fingers. Well, he's a Raiders fan, but we'll say you, bro. Congratulations to you, man. Yeah, you graduated this summer.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, out on the streets. Tell the people where you at, man. Where you at?
Where I started. I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right.
Back where I started.
True definition, started from the bottom, huh?
Yeah, back home, man. No, it's good. It's good to be back, man. Overall, like we've all been busy. Summer was crazy. It's work for all of us, personal and work life related.
Yeah.
But it's nice to be back. Thanks what you started. So.
I usually have the beards now. I wasn't even thinking.
Yeah.
You rock the full man.
I was like, man, why?
It don't affect the gas mask. I don't know why they lying to y'all like that. Like you can still feel the gas mask.
That's a battle that we're still fighting.
We're fighting that forever.
We're fighting that, bro. Like we already know.
Hey man, religious exempt, man. Jesus had a beard.
He's still fighting, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Tell us a little update, man. Give us a little update. Let the people know, man. You graduated.
Yeah, so
academy. What's going on, man?
Yeah,
let the people know.
I had no intention of, being in 3 academies, man. Second one was out of state, but coming back, it was a little bit of difficulty with the rehire paperwork process, getting that done. It is what it is, but it was humbling to go back to the training facility, learn the new laws, procedures, policies, and all that. So that's humbling. I'm kind of glad I went that route instead of trying to figure out and learn out here.
Okay.
But back in the same location where I started with the city and, fast track the career. And I think it's just time to promote, move up. That young guy stuff, man, it seems fun. I still got it. They need to, hunt and find, all the dangerous activities, but as you get older, man, we like the bigger picture.
Right.
Bigger picture.
That's great, man. That's true, man. Let's get an update from our main guy right here, Drum Go, man. Let's see.
I don't think I have anything going on. I've been waiting to
let the people know.
It's just a shoot,
Let the people know where you've been at.
New cat, who it is.
No, I did a little bit, just summer travel, which work-wise. So that was good out in the springs, just working a little bit with the wildfires. Outside of that, took a trip out to St. Louis. That was cool. And honestly, aside from that, just kind of working and grinding. Nothing really exciting new there. Just focusing on that and feel that self-focus and therapy grind. So,
okay. That's great.
Yeah. We just sit around waiting for you, man.
Man.
So that's why we're not sitting in the middle.
We sit waiting.
Hours right there.
Man, busy summer, my son who's played every sport in the world, ripping and running around with him, doing union stuff, watching my own chapter, man, in the Black Firefighter Alliance. Man, shout out to everybody who's been helping with that, man.
Yeah.
Just been busy, man. I think, as many people know, I found my purpose kind of in life, just my purpose is trying to help as many people as I can. I was actually having a conversation with someone else about, someone told me like I need to go to church more, and I told them it's like no disrespect, but I found my purpose kind of thing,
Yeah.
I didn't need another guidance. I feel like whoever put me here has put me in the spot, kind of lead the charge a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Like it's active out there right now.
City's always going down, man. So that's what this is, as I go through this journey, man, I'm proud, I'm happy, I'm excited. Marcus Jr. is my world. My wife is helping me out, and it's been a hell of a ride, and I love every second of it. Thank you, everybody who's been supportive and all that.
Y'all been waiting, man. My bad. That's
yeah.
Man,
that's so bad that it's been 5 months still since we shot.
Yeah, if y'all can see our group chat, our thread, man, the dates we set up, trying to do all this.
Oh no, this is more of a conversation.
Yeah, where'd you be at?
You here?
All right. Big topic I wanted to touch on, man, was men's mental health. We kind of bounced this around with it a little bit. Man, let's talk about it. Let's be about it. Like, what's the difference between women's mental health, a man's mental health, what a man needs, what a child needs? I feel like we're kind of need to be the voice of what it's like to have really what a man needs for his mental health. I think it's different, man. I think it's different from woman and family. I think a man needs a little more self-care than a woman in different areas. That makes sense.
Yeah, well, I see where you're going from. Like, I hate to bring it up, but like yesterday, I was on a call, and I'm on day shift now. I'm taking, so I'm part of the old heads, working in the morning, get off in the afternoon. I'm good to go. You gotta get that much action.
You now. So
I'm on now. Yeah, and I accept that 100%, man. I'm all right. I'm actually, I went through some grades.
Yeah, we mind, man.
I'm good with that
now, bro.
Yeah, but the sad story was there's a young man that committed suicide. We had to go to that, and it was self-inflicted gunshot to the head, and you're like, damn, what did this man go through, right? But it's a lot of people battling mental health, men and women, in this generation. But when it comes to men, I think it's the stigma of toughen up, buttercup. You know what I mean? Like, you figure it out. You're not supposed to cry. You're not supposed to do this. You got whatever. When you're supposed to just put your boots on and clock in, clock out. So it's real mundane where women are taught how to express how they feel. Right? They know how to use their words and articulate, hey, this is how I'm feeling. This is what I need done. X, Y, Z. For us, it's like, how do you feel? Yeah, I want to put my hand through this goddamn drywall. Like, that's how I feel, but I can't act out on that. You know what I'm saying? So finding a different avenue to, get that frustration, anger, whatever it is out of is well, we know one thing is just hit something. Right. I mean, so what else can we do?
Yeah.
So,
your thoughts on that?
That's a tough one, because I don't know if I ever thought about it being a gender specific, I think, well, you think it is?
Yeah. I think
we have different needs and wants that we have, but I don't know about the mental health being different. Well, I think it's just mental health. I mean, I think we're all just going through it and struggling with different things.
Right.
But I think it's all stemmed from those different wants and needs that we have that we're going through.
Okay, it's how it's expressed, though. I think that's kind of where I really like it. Is like, women do a great job of supporting each other and talking about it. Whereas you like, you good? I'm all right. That's the worst phrase a man could say. You ask one of your homeboys right now, man, how you doing? I'm all right. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Right. We talked about that in the first episode, man. But I think as we get older and we learn, you can learn to communicate and find different avenues.
Yeah. But I don't think that's the thing we learn ever how to do.
Right.
I think we try to do things like this. To me, I think this is mental health. I think this is something that we had a good benefit of getting to do this.
Yeah.
But I still think, I guess, it still comes to what those wants and needs are of what we're kind of going through.
37
those
moments,
moments.
right?
Yeah.
Well, what is a mental health day for drum? Like, what is that?
Mental health day for me is just chilling at the house, taking it easy, watching some football, eating some food, and just hanging out. So that's a mental health day for me. Where your mental health day, what's yours look like?
Oh, mental health day for me, man. I got to do a project. I got to do some crafts. I got to either play some video games. I got to paint some shoes. I got to do some stuff for my son. We got to build some Legos.
How often do you get to get those days?
Honestly, man, I try to do it like once a week, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like once a week, I needed something just to unload where I'm like, man, let's just play some video games or just, I got to do something that's just like, just only me. You know what I'm saying?
What's yours look like?
Man, the gym has been good for me lately. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even like beside, get big or whatever, but it's like, it's the physical results shows what you put in. in yourself, the investment you put in yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I thought about competition and all that, but the job is a little too hard to do it. But at the same time, it's nice to see, like, man, you're making that change, you know. So people are like, man, you're good, bro. So, yeah, I'm investing in it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm doing. So that's great. But most importantly is family. Like, you know, my folks from the town, like, we playing cards. We play 5 times. I'm like, no buddy kid. They get 5 rounds? Oh, they get dicey. You know, it gets nice in there. But we play some 5 pound chill. You know, moms come home, cook meal. Like, I like the quality time out there with spend. Like, that's one thing you can't buy time. So I'm like, it's just, you know, it just play your cards chill. So that's where I'm at. It's not like you said, chilling, watching football, chilling at the house, TV. You know what I mean? I go to sleep watching TV sometimes. You know, that's just my little white knowledge thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your advice to a young male out there who hasn't reached our status yet? So just kind of out there, you know, trying to look for the guidance and, you know, has not hit our point where we are in life. What's your advice to that young man or woman out there, like, you know, who's watching us or watching someone who's older than them? What's your advice to them, you know, as they walk through their journey of life?
Everyone has their own path, their own journey. You're going to fall a lot, and you're going to fall hard. That's just life. You know what I mean? So just be prepared for it. Know what's coming. It hits everybody. But just keep getting out, man. You know, one step in front of the other, man, it's progress.
Okay.
Could be a slow process, but nonetheless, it's still progress.
Wow. Yeah. I agree with that.
But they saying that Dwayne Wade, that's what I had in my mind. Asking that fall 7, get up 8. I think, like Jordan said, everybody's going to fall down and go through these things, but you're going to keep getting back up, you know? Because, I mean, even when I walked up there, I was telling you, I was like, man, life is tough. You know, life. Jordan's like, well, it's kind of supposed to be that way, you know? But sometimes I think we all do just want breaks, you know? Yeah. And I think as we're still trying to go through this, we got to find what that looks like, you know, trying to find that piece. It may be therapy, it may be travel, it may be cooking, game plan, but I do think when life is lifing, as we say, I've said in previous episodes, I mean, it's really still about how to get back up and try to find some happiness too.
Yeah. For my young youth out there, man, keep going. Find your purpose, find your why. You know, that's something, especially I'm going to be an advocate for men's health. Like, I think men, we need our why. So find that. It might not be easy. It's not going to fall in your lap. You got to kind of work for it and keep pushing.
What happens after you find your why? Do you think that means it's all solved or what? Because I think that's where, when you think about the struggles and these things that are happening, you got your why figured out. Then what?
Yeah, I think
don't get too comfortable being content. You know what I mean? Like, you know, push yourself. Like, if you find your why, you end up doing something that you love. After a while, man, cars will go away. You know, you can be like, oh man, I got this, I got that, and you're like, all right, chill on that for a little bit, enjoy. You know what I mean? Celebrate your success. You know, give yourself some flowers, but after a while, you can be like, what else can I do?
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, just like in our job, you never stop learning. The moment you stop learning, that's it. It's time to hang it up, right? Yeah. So never be too satisfied, right? Enjoy the accomplishments. Enjoy the milestones that you made and created for yourself, but don't sit there too long. You know, there's more ahead. You know, so see how it is.
Yeah, along those lines and those topics I wanted to bring up to you fellas was, as I watched this young man on TV and we watch him grow up, I don't believe the NFL kind of treated Shador Sanders the right way. I feel like he got blackballed or lowballed. And how do y'all view that situation?
This is a business thing out there, man. I don't even know why Cleveland went for him if they don't see him as an asset or value to the organization, right? There's teams out there that would take him a heartbeat, but they're holding him for some reason. They're using Shador as some kind of leverage, right? There's going to be one team who really needs a quarterback, and they're going to be like, well, if you need this, I need that.
Right.
They probably have no plans to even play or start Shador, God forbid, unless there's an injury.
Right? They just made him QB2 yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, you got Joe Flacco, right?
Yeah.
And then Deshaun's still there, but he's still, you know,
he's out.
He's out. So it's like you only got 2 quarterbacks. You only have one choice, but to make a second string. But right now, they're just hoarding him as a pawn to whatever scheme they got in the long run. You know what I mean? So God forbid, who started? Gabriel
starting. He's starting right now.
You know, so if he's the starter, God forbid this man, you know, goes out for a week or two, and Shador has to play the name of the game. But you know, to hold somebody like that and play with their career and play with their livelihood like that is beyond me. I'm sure there's some more behind the scenes and closed doors that we don't know. You know, or it could be retaliation for Dion, how they feel about his dad. Who knows? You know, just saying.
I think one of the big things I picked up on that was just kind of, I'm big on, I think, that self-image, that self-thought. Mm-hmm. You know, and I think about what was kind of going on with him early on, it almost seemed like he kind of lost focus. Like, oh, yeah, I'll be number one. You know, he stopped kind of doing those things.
Yeah.
And I know there's more to it, and I don't know if we'll ever find that out of what happened with the politics of it. Mm-hmm. You know, but I do think a big 50% of it was kind of almost the way he started approaching things.
Well, you kind of gotta have that attitude, right? You gotta have that juice about you to be like, I'm him. Right. And I don't think Shador ever crossed that line to where you like, there's a difference between being him and just being a jerk. I don't think Shador hit the jerk status yet.
And I don't think he hit the jerk status, but I think he hit it almost to the point that I don't think those owners that don't look like us appreciated that.
Yeah.
When he said, hey, I ain't gonna throw the ball today because of I'm not going to.
It's like what?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But there's still, you know, you can speak from experience of being there, but as an outsider that didn't play football, but watching it, I think there was more that I wish I could have seen him do as a fan of the game. Because I wish I could have seen him throw the ball. Wish I could have seen him have more reps and not be as expressive. But then it contradicts because us as black men, we do want to be able to express ourselves. We are sitting up here talking about our wanting to speak and be able to talk about those things, but it almost seems like there's still such a fine line.
And one thing we gotta acknowledge, man, like first time in NFL history, man, 50% of the league is black quarterback. Well, 50% of the NFL is black quarterback.
I was on next thing.
That's crazy work. So, you know, the change is here. Change is still coming. Hell, we got white DBs holding it down.
You know, change is here, but I still think at the same time, there's still things where we still gotta hold ourselves a certain way and not be too far this way, but not too far that way. You know, that pendulum start. Because I think as part of those business, and those are the ones that's even for us at work. You know, I mean, we still have to show up and be who we are authentically, but at the same time, we can't show up necessarily and be what we're going to be when we're off the clock as well.
Right.
When we're also helping Mr. Smith out in those things.
Prime example, Tim Tebow.
Right.
The fact that, you know, he's a religious man, God-fearing man, and, you know, talk scripture and all that. But, you know, it's really, you know, Jameson, you know what I'm saying, he started talking, and they think he's corny.
Mm-hmm.
So, James Winston, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
James Winston starts talking, you know, about his faith in God and how he acts, and they're like, oh, man, he cornball, he this and that. What's the difference? He can still play the ball, too.
I think we're just get judged because when we use those two, Jameson was at Florida State a whole different person than what he is now. So I think that goes to still showing that business and life. You can't be a certain way here, and then all of a sudden you want to be this way. You're not going to be respected. And that goes from even our line of work. That goes from, oh, yeah, remember that guy in high school? He was crazy. And now all of a sudden he's this person. You can be like, what? I still remember this person as this. There ain't no way I'm going to respect this person. I mean, so that goes the same with even Shador, if I'm being honest, to keep it on the topic. You still got to carry and present yourself that way. And when you're doing this, and this is what's happening, and yes, that's my dad, blah, blah, blah. I think that's what's really going to show right now. I like him. I respect the game, but I'm not surprised that he's not in the position that he's not in. Look at Hunter. Hunter's the best example to it. Not to go off track to it, but there's a reason why Hunter's getting the fame and all the things he's doing, because he has carried himself the same way from the start to this.
Yeah, but we can argue the same way. Shador's been like that his whole life. He's been flashy. He was rocking with chains in high school. I feel like
Shiloh's quiet.
Flash, the whole standard family is flashy. They got diamonds and they step out.
Shiloh's not super flashy, though.
Shiloh's not super flashy, but he doesn't have the household name like Shedeur did have.
Yeah. I feel like, and I don't know, like you said, we don't know what happened. But there's been other quarterbacks who didn't throw, who didn't go to do a lot of stuff. I feel like because Shedeur was vocal about it, it's like, I'm not doing, man. Like, I already proved myself. It kind of like shined a bad light on him. But there's also white quarterbacks who didn't do that. So we gave them a pass. And I was like, oh, he's fine. There's also been other quarterbacks who are super cocky, beyond cocky, past Shedeur's level, that we just kind of like, that's just them, whatever.
I don't know if we've seen a quarterback like him, though, in a long time.
Oh, the quarterback at Tampa right now was the cockiest person I've ever seen come out of the league.
Tampa?
Nathan Baker. When Baker came out, man, he was.
Yeah, he got humble, too.
He got humble, but he also came out with, I think, more. He came out with his Heisman. He came out with different things that I think has spoke more. Yeah, the Shedeur, let's see you with, I think, one game over 500. No bowl wins, no anything. I hate to say it. I mean, yes, he threw the ball really well, but he also
Baker had a powerhouse school. Yeah, you know what I mean? He put up numbers for a while. Like I feel where you're going. I do.
And don't get me wrong. I'm all about. I love black. I'm here for it. No doubt about it. But I think you also got to be able to call what you got to call it. And I don't think Shedeur handled himself as best as he can.
Right.
And I think that's why he's in that position that he's in right now.
Yeah, it's just hard right now to say the black kid didn't get a fair shot again with 50% of the league gets black quarterbacks right now. It's hard to sit there and say, all because of this and he's a black kid and all that. Well, there's a lot of cats out there that's still grinding, you know what I mean? But they do it differently, yes.
Correct.
And they probably are taking that route where it's like, let me go and shut the hell up, man, so I don't catch all the seat. And right. Because, like, you ask a lot of these cats who get traded to Cleveland or end up having to be picked up by Cleveland, the first time they hear, shit,
so I wanted to touch base on that. That's another thing. Goes into a losing environment. This is a winner his whole life. He walks into a losing environment. They've been losing one check, whatever.
Yeah.
How does one handle that? Any position. How do you walk into it? I've been winning my whole career.
Same way he did Jackson State.
Same way he did Jackson State, but at the same time, they didn't win his first year at CU.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they did.
But the second year, they had a winning season, but they still lost the bowl game.
Right.
So, I mean, this goes back to life. You still got to show up and do the things you got to do, He has led the community out there in Cleveland. He chose to not go to the ESPYs. He chose to go throw football with kids. So I think those are the things you can do, but you can't control where you end up. All you can do is make the best of your situation.
Right.
That's great. Yeah,
I don't think it matters where you are. At that point, I mean, you can't. Everybody wants to go be a Tom Brady and get 7 rings, but the reality is you're probably not going to get 7 rings either. So all you can do is control your environment where you are and make the best of it.
And at the end of the day, where you just sit there and be like, damn, Cleveland, you in the lead, bro.
Okay.
You got Myles Garrett, who I think about. I mean, Myles Garrett is the leader of that team in Cleveland.
Oh, I think he is.
He chose to stay there, and he wants to win, unfortunately. But he also is like, you know what? This is what I have. This is what's going on. He's the prime example. LeBron's one of the good examples with Cleveland. You leave, of course, but you come back, you still, at some point, it is what it is. Business at the end of the day, and if you told me I could get paid millions to go do any of these things, I'd say sound good.
Okay.
And I'd go make the best of those situations.
Okay.
Accordingly.
Okay. Well, I mean, look, I didn't, but all those perspectives, I kind of was like, not that angry in March and like, they doing Shedeur wrong. I just wanted to like touch base on it, like get you guys a pan. As we go along that same track though, Angel Reese, WNBA.
She's back. How you bringing her back up? Huh?
I'm saying
I got no knowledge.
I feel like
I don't even know what's happening.
I feel like she gets the shunned card or because she's a black woman. And I feel like there's other cocky players who are not black and they just get.
Not only that, man. Like let's be real, right? The WNBA loses revenue year after year after year, right? It's subsidized by the NBA. I think about $40 million a year.
Well, let's touch base on that.
Hold on.
Okay, so
WNBA was screaming about, hey, we need somebody face of the franchise, or face of this organization.
Okay.
Right? They didn't say it had to be a black woman, white woman, Hispanic woman, whatever. They just said we need somebody to put on for the WNBA.
Right.
They got that. And then it's like, well, it's not what we really want. It's like, hold on, man. Like, what are you doing right now? You got somebody who's putting up numbers, right?
Right.
Most WNBA games don't even have double-digit thousand people there, right? You got 6, 7, 8,000 people there, man. But you go to a game with Caitlin Clark, you got 17, 20,000 people. Well, that's packed house for a WNBA. So it's like, I don't know, like you want something, then you get it, but then it's like, that's not exactly what we wanted.
The WNBA selling its place.
I don't know. Like I don't have the knowledge or done enough research to, really get into that. But like I was listening to something what Shaq said, man. Shaq was like, you want to see some entertainment. Yeah, you jacking threes is cool and all, but like I want to see somebody get jam done. You know what I mean? I don't want to see a layup. Like if you got to lower the rim to 9 foot, cool. Whatever. I'm not saying that, oh, you can't dunk 10, because there are women who could dunk 10. But I want to see the windmill. I want to see a posterized. You know what I mean? And that's why. And it's like people talk about they don't make enough money. That's not their fault. It's your fans. Your fans aren't buying tickets. They're not buying merchandise. You're not marketing the way you want to. So
I think they're doing a better job of that.
Oh, 100%.
They're getting there. Yeah. I think they're on the upward trend of that.
Right, but you can't see in the stream you want Curry money and LeBron.
They don't want Curry money. They just want to get a percentage of what the league is making. The league is making a lot of money.
And they gave an increase for that.
Well, the new CBA looks promising, but I don't know if you guys have just been looking. Okay, the new CBA looks promising. I would love to see. I would love to see more entertainment. I don't even know we got it done here in Denver. Big done. You know what I'm saying? We got everything but that. We're not saying even to a Colorado Rapids soccer game. You know what I'm saying? I'm going down to a ball arena and watch the WNBA. Hey. Even if they play DU, the WNBA out. You know what I'm saying? I'll do it. Fact, though.
That's fact.
The truth is, there's been talks of trying to do it, and I think it's just a matter of time. Because Golden State just got their new team, the Valkyries, I believe, and I think it's just going to take time. I think just like we got the women's soccer team, shout out to them. We got a women's soccer team that's starting next season.
Again, no knock on any other sport. I'm just saying, like, if we brought a WNBA team here to Denver, if I'm not going as a fan, I guarantee I'll work it as off league. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's on an upward trend. I don't know how big women's soccer is. Well, I haven't followed it.
They already got all the season tickets sold out, 15,000.
That's dope.
Yeah, so it's a big thing. Soccer's big. I think it doesn't hit big in our African American community, but it's bigger than.
I was gonna say something that might ruffle feathers, but I don't care, man. If you take all the women that went to see Chris Brown over there at Core Stadium to go to a WNBA game,
you'll get the. Honestly, I'll go to a WNBA game.
It's also a sports city. I think you'll get the following. Simply Denver's a sports city.
No doubt.
So.
There's a certain athleticism in the males game where you're like, damn, it's crazy. I love to see it. But also, I'm just a fan of sports. I'll go to the WNBA game. Oh, I was in Dallas this summer, and I was kind of upset that I didn't go to the game. I didn't know. I looked at the schedule, and I thought my days were off. And I was like, man, I missed the game. I was hot. Like, the page, but I was like, man, I missed the game. I was hot.
What's your feel with Angel?
That's a girl, man.
I think he loves her, but it's almost like with an Angel and Shadura, I think that kind of
I feel like they
floating in your mind.
Because they're flashy, because they talk a lot, because they're their own personalities, they get shunned. I don't like it. We watch, example, Kaylin, and we watch Paige. They're cocky with it because their game speaks. They're on the floor. They're vocal. They go crazy. The moment Angel opens her mouth, Angel Reese. Like, what? Like, why do we treat her so bad?
I think it's because her last year at LSU, man, I'm gonna say she stepped it up a notch, man. She got aggressive
she
out
won
there.
A championship. Well,
she did. She won a chip. But you notice they kind of labeled her as like the antagonist.
Why?
Right?
Why? Coming from Caitlin Clark, who used to go crazy.
But I guess it just depends on what we're saying when we think go crazy, you know, because the difference is you can talk however on the field or the court, you know, we're athletes, we talk all day. The difference is, I think, is once you step outside on that camera and now you're starting to post and say things, I think that's what you're getting judged off of more than anything.
No, I like that. That make a lot of sense. It's like, you could be the bad guy in uniform.
Absolutely.
But you don't have to be that persona in your personal life outside of the uniform.
And that's what happens. Caitlin won't go out and say the fever sucks and the fever has no sense of direction. Angel went out and said, I don't know about this team on the sky. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here. And yes, it's real tough. But for a second-year player that hasn't done anything, that's different.
I mean, that's it. Are we happy with the contract with the city? Not everybody has the best favor about it. You're not going to come out and be like, oh, this is bullshit. You're not going to post. You're not going to be like, and this is who I am. I work right here at this station. You can come talk to me if you have a problem with this. It's like, the reality is you haven't done much to prove yourself yet. And that's what life is about. I mean, we all work in fields where a 2-year guy walk up and be like, hey, I'm not going to do this paper today. You go ahead and get it, maturity is on. Hey, you know what? Hey, I'm going to clean these bathrooms. I got my 2 years. I'm going to leave that to you with your 5 years on. You go do that. I'm going to go chill. But the reality is you can't go out and post yourself and make yourself look crazy because that's what you feel like doing. And that's what Angel did. And that's what people don't realize. Angel went out and did that against her organization that's paying her.
Yeah.
That's not a good look.
And I think that's what kind of hurt the endorsement side of it. Correct. Like, that's where the money at. But like, because Reese, she's a gorgeous woman, man. She's smart. She's got that fire about her. Like, she's her in her own way. Like, I'm going to give her flowers, hands down. But it's just like, damn, you ain't got to be the bad guy off the court.
Okay.
No, because if I'm paying you to wear these Nikes, I ain't going to want nobody's not going to want to wear these because that's what you're doing in these.
Man, Reese would be sound.
I mean, I used to say that. I do think
that's what I'm saying.
We know we're held to a higher standard from society as black. Call it as black individuals, no matter what. We know we're held at a higher, harsher rate, no matter what. Call it what you want. It don't matter the way we look, what we talk like. We're held to that no matter what. But we don't do ourselves favors, I feel, when we come and add that fuel to that fire. By speaking up. In her second year, I'm sorry, she hasn't done anything. She's had 30 double-doubles, and that's cool and all, but what else has she really done? I mean, that's crazy, but that team hasn't done anything. Half her double-double from her rebounds, from her just missing under the basket. No offense, but it's still a rebound. But it's like, you missed what else has she done?
Yeah. I agree.
I mean, Caitlin Clark, she's a dog on the court. She missed this back half of this whole second half of the season because I follow enough. But you know what? Who is getting the talk, which I appreciate, is Asia. Asia's getting the talk. Asia just won Defensive Player of the Year, MVP, the scoring title. She did all these things. Yeah. Have you seen Asia come out at one point in time and said anything?
Okay, we go.
That's my whole point. I mean, not to go down this whole path, but I follow enough of it to keep up. Where Caitlin's doing what she's doing, she's bringing that following in. Good for her.
Right.
Asia's out here winning championships and doing
interviews with Caitlin. What did she say? Like, oh, we saw on the court, got a little chippy between you and so-so. Like, oh, I just saw a good game. Yes. Oh, we just had disagreement.
Yeah. And she also say, this is my team. My team's still here. That's that.
It's a big. Okay. I'm going to stay on that same track, and we're going to go back to other sports, too. Asia's winning. Asia, to me, is the most dominant.
She's the Michael Jordan in the WNBA of all time. Yeah.
Tom Brady, most dominant. We watch other players, other sports, they're winning. So it doesn't matter what they say. There's other players, other sports. If y'all really listen closely, LeBron be saying some wild stuff, but he's winning. It don't matter. Yeah, LeBron is the most influential player on his organization that he influences the whole organization top down.
Correct. But
he's winning though. That's what overshadows.
Winning. But have you seen LeBron in the tabloids?
No, LeBron is like the model.
You don't hear nothing about LeBron doing something crazy. No. You don't hear nothing about his marriage. Right? The only thing you really heard was when Bronny had his medical condition.
Yeah.
That was it. They jumped on it. And then when Bronny went to the league, they do the comparison. That is it, man. But LeBron ain't never had the DUI, caught doing this, stepping out doing that. Like, you don't ever hear that, and that's why I got respect for him. Like, I go back and forth with some cats all day about who's the best and all that, but off the court, this man is hands down the item of what we need to look up at. Like, hands down, I'll say that all day. LeBron is that dude.
That's the difference when it comes to all these things that we're named with these topics.
That's 32.
The ones that are doing what they're supposed to do, they're not really in that.
I mentioned Steph Curry. This might take a left-hand turn. I want to talk about
go left.
Steph Curry and Aisha Curry. You know,
hey man, I don't know if y'all been. Sometimes I feel like people get a platform, and no disrespect to Aisha and all that, but sometimes
there's a time and place.
Sometimes Aisha.
Savannah would never.
We don't know that though. We don't know that. That's a tough topic.
It is a tough topic.
That's a tough one.
Savannah,
I don't know.
Savannah never put Braun out like that. You're married to the greatest 3-point shooter.
I know.
Touch earth. Okay? And you tell me you get jealous of him? This man mentions your name every chance he gets. He's crazy, but man, let me get off the box.
But we gotta let her speak.
She did.
Let her have her.
She drugged him on the red table.
I'll say drugs.
But she's also doing her own thing out there too. She has a voice just as much as he does.
100%.
And we have to respect that. And I think that's what gets missed sometimes is that we're also entitled to feel that way. And yes, he's this in our eyes as athletes, but at the same time, she's a great chef. She's out there writing books. She's doing different things. So in that same breath, she gets to have those same things to speak. And it's like good for her for whatever it needs to be. But I think it also goes to show the importance of those relationships and marriages to a different level that you two can relate to a little bit more than me, that the importance that that's what it really comes down to.
Yeah. I'm not going to let you let that little comment fly. That's the shit you like. You hear that?
Yeah.
You can cook, ladies.
So. She can't cook well.
What's that?
Got to cook real well. She got a cookbook out.
Well, guys, episode 5 was nice.
I'm just saying, she has just much of the voice.
Yeah.
And I'm all about that.
She's a great looking woman. She's beautiful. She's smart. You know, I don't know. This is my opinion. I'm not trying to sit here and bash her. I'm just saying I don't agree with, you know, her coming out saying, well, I want to be got that like he does. And it's like, well, he's more TV time than you. You know what I mean? His name is out there. Like, he's got championship. He's a yellow jacket or whatever color y'all out the NBA. My bad, yellow movie.
He's in the limelight all the time. She doesn't real life. She gives Doc that. It's just not in the public eye like she's been.
Or by the people she wants.
Yeah.
Right? She wants other people to go at her. Like, man, like, see, here's my other opinion about it. The respect that Steph has from other men, they would never disrespect or gawk at Aisha in a different light. If that makes sense. Like, yo, Steph is a cool dude. I respect this man. I would never gawk at his wife like that. I think that's why she's not getting that attention is because of the respect that Steph brings to the table, right? The respect that man deserves, right? If Steph was out there in the tabloids being a piece of shit and you know, dragging him through the mud, it'd be some cats like, yo, man, you ain't got to be
trying to tell you. I'll take it out of your hands if you don't want it.
I'll take it. Oh, yeah. If you don't want it, I'll take it.
Right.
I mean, because he's a guy.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, food up on the cookbook.
Yeah, I'm good.
You know, like
cookbook. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. All right, taking the cookbook.
Yeah, Kickboxer.
Mark that.
Like that.
Shift gears a little bit. And it's my ruffle some feathers as well. Went to the Chris Brown concert.
Hey. For any of y'all paying $1,000 to take a picture of that man,
that's
wild. I don't think he did that this time over here.
I don't think he did it.
He didn't do it here in Denver.
Good.
That's why we were sad about.
That's crazy, man.
$1,000. Stop it. Chris Brown, the greatest artist
of all time.
Next to Michael Jackson of all time.
I'd say he's better.
I wouldn't argue with you about that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have an argument with you. So unfortunately, Chris Brown has done some shameful things in his life.
Correct.
He has been through some dark places, some dark times.
Correct.
I believe he's grown out. In my heart, I believe he's outgrown those and moved on.
Right.
Chris Brown, the greatest artist,
entertainer
plus artist
of all
time.
Yeah.
Him and Michael. I respect Michael.
Some bold
I respect Michael Jackson.
Look at his face.
I respect Michael Jackson because Michael Jackson set was the tone. Michael Jackson said it.
He's made some questions.
Brown, my dog, you're doing okay.
Yeah, I think, like you said, man, the only thing that's going to tarnish anything Chris Brown does or says is his voice mistakes and behavior.
Yeah.
Obviously, the relationship between he and Rihanna, terrible situation. Terrible. But that right there was a boyish mistake. And he came out, he's owned it, he's talked about it. Rihanna's in her best life, wonderful mother. You know what I mean? Right. She just had number 3.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And she ain't got to say again.
No, I think she's
also a billionaire.
Rihanna's a billionaire right now. She's a billionaire.
Yeah, it's a shame both of them had to go through what they had to go through. It's a damn shame Rihanna had to be, in that situation. It's a shame Chris Brown was in that situation. But I think it was just some young folks doing some dumbass shit, man. And you got young people with money and fast cars and limelight.
I think that's what keeps happening to Chris with the different things he's been a part of, not just the Rihanna thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what has left some bad tastes. If I'm being honest, I can speak for me in my mouth. No. I think that's just, I'll be honest. I mean, you talk, you say, I got a ticket. I have a hard time being behind it.
Yeah,
being a black man all day, I'm all about that.
Right.
But the overall is what is happening. I mean, we can even say with Michael Jackson, like you said. I mean, even before getting here, I read an article. There's kids that want to go after him at his estate because of what he did. And those are the things, unfortunately, I think that we're always going to be held to, that are going to be remembered. Okay. It doesn't matter how great you were. It doesn't matter how many arenas you sold out. It doesn't matter that Chris was floating across Coors Field. That's cool, but at the same time, it's hard to not think about those things. Even for me as a supporter of these things, I'll be honest, I just can't get behind it. And as a black male, I just can't do it. I mean, growing up with that and seeing that already in own personal life, there's no way I could then come out and be like, oh yeah, greatest and I just can't do it.
No, I respect that.
And that's where I stand when I think about it. So that's what my face was the.
Yeah,
it's hard because that's what that is. I mean, there was a point they didn't even think he was going to make it to that concert. Because of those same things, So even take Rihanna, I mean, he beat somebody in the head with a bottle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why he had to something like the Europe thing.
Yeah, exactly. So it's and he was locked for a while. So just to get out, I mean, that's the tough part. And that's what I hold my likings at times. And no one's perfect.
And that absolutely, like I said, I respect how you feel about it, but that's the other thing. I don't get too deep into celebrity lifestyle and all that. I listen to the jams. If I hear concerts is popping, the music is dope, I'm like, all right, cool. But when it comes to interacting the fool outside the mic or outside the studio, I don't really keep up with that.
I try not to, but I think that's what then affects what we're used to seeing. That's what affects what's being put out. Right. That affects the product. So even if you put it in football, in a sense that Tom Brady, we're going to throw him out there. We heard he was having some crazy stuff happening at home. You probably didn't see those 7 rings. He did have that support, but I think at the end of the day, I think we're so formed and shaped as society to see big picture or see the full picture, and that full picture is still going to shape that outcome. Because I'll be honest, I think ever since all those things started happening, I don't think his music has been the same personally from when that wasn't what was going on. And there's a reason why 70% of that concert was all of his old stuff that he was so good at versus that 30% really
I agree to disagree though.
Yeah, and that's also somebody that didn't go. This is just from what I've seen, talked, and
I agree to disagree.
I should have worked it though. Man. Yeah. The money was good. Well, I should have.
What's your thoughts on it? What's your feeling?
I agree to disagree. I'm not gonna take away his craft. Mm-hmm. Prince, Michael Jackson, Chris Brown. I have a few artists out there that are just
he's rocking the OJ jersey too. Yeah.
Hey, it all.
Here it is. Take away the football from there.
The juice.
Stop the juice. Can't stop the juice, bro.
I'll also put Usher off, by the way. I would say Usher.
Oh, Usher's up there. Yeah. Usher's up there. There's a lot of them. I'm not going to take away that music side. Michael did a lot of stuff. Prince did some stuff, too. A lot of those artists, no one's perfect. One of my favorite artists, I believe the king of R&B is in jail, for his mistakes. I'm gonna still rock with their music. I'm gonna listen to it when I leave.
Jeez, I don't know who you're talking about.
R. Kelly.
Oh, God.
I know, man. Hey,
No, you should see the look on my face. I'm just at you like, don't say it.
the king
On
of
episode 5 has been nice, y'all. We appreciate it.
Which really goes to
Another 6 months.
How can you even support me behind that? I mean, I'm starting like that to me. He's written off like the books for me at that point.
Music's great.
That's funny.
Take away from that drum.
The music, you can listen to Diddy on the way out of here.
I haven't put on. I'll put
Diddy,
anybody. I mean, literally, those things happen. I just can't do it.
I understand. It's not, and I'm not knocking it. And it's not to say that what they did was okay. It's not. It's not okay, especially the diddler.
The Diddler's crazy. That's crazy.
I can't take away their artistry and their music. Man,
I can't take it away, but it's hard to stand behind it and support it.
It's also after the fact.
Yeah,
Before any of this came out,
that's what
we was all
Also, I'm all about the before part. It's the after, where I have my
Monday morning quarterback.
Yeah.
Hard to stay on board when knowing what happened with you know.
I'll take the before all day. The before you can listen and be like, oh yeah, this is great. Like, no doubt.
The oblivious fan side of it, man, it's all right. But as soon as that shit came out, man, you're like, whoa.
But we're also now as men. You know, I think that's different. Like, as boys and teens and all those things, we're like, oh, that's great. Trying to pop lock dance, all those things.
Yeah.
Cool. But as men,
Who's pop locking?
As men, it's hard now to say,
Pop locking?
Oh, I can't pop lock to save my life.
6, 7, and pop locking, man. It's crazy, man.
But that's the biggest thing. As we're having this conversation, everything right now is about us today as men being in these positions.
Yeah. I love the artists. I love the work. What they did outside of that, I can't condone. I can't stand behind. I'm not gonna go to court and communicate with you.
You just acknowledging the crowd.
Yeah, and I appreciate that for sure.
Definitely not, man. As I have a family, like I have nieces. You know, I have younger generations. I just feel so bad for a lot of that stuff that went down. I wish you could save everybody.
Yeah,
but I can't let go. I'm not gonna. They were in the studio. They were doing their thing, man. That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
No. And then we can go both ways with actors and all that.
Oh yeah.
Before we go that far, we're gonna go back to a topic that I wanted to bring up. We kind of touched base on it. As being a man, as we walk through society, what are we expecting from our spouse
A partner, right?
Well, so we kind of went on it as like house celebrities, Aisha and they're kind of one in the limelight. Aisha has her own thing, so she's not covered. We go through it as we would sit here, first responders. What are we expecting our spouses or partners to hold us at? Do we want that? Do we need that? And it's not the mental side. This is not the mental health side. This is the status side. This is the Get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yeah. Like today's different. You know what I mean? Like
today,
we're
like just the
generation. Yeah, I mean the generation, everything,
right.
Man. Like at the end of the day, man, women are out here hustling and grinding stuff, right? And it's kind of hard to manage a healthy relationship financially because it can go tit for tat. Because if you have a woman making X amount, she's living a lifestyle that she's used to, and she's gonna want to have somebody come to the table equal or greater, right? Cool, I get that. It is what it is, But also when it comes to, I hate to say gender roles, but a lot of women today are like they want that old school R&B love, that grandma grandpa love. But you got to be careful with that because there were roles in that relationship that allowed us to go left, right, back and forth with each other. So if there's no balance, I'm not saying, okay, she need to cook and clean. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's got to be even balance.
Oh, I thought you were saying that. You better get counseled. Right?
Nah. Yeah. So, I mean, think about it. Like, the only reason I say that, I've had some conversations with some people, regarding relationships today. And, again, women are working super hard, but they're also to a point where they're fending for themselves as single moms and they have to hold a certain image. It's hard for them to come down and say, I'm ready to be in my soft girl era, right? It's hard for them to do that. And I understand. It took me a while to understand that. So I had to talk to some women and listen and like, okay, I get what you're saying. Like, open dialect. But also it's hard for a man to sit here and be like, I don't want to deal with that shit. You know what I mean? Like, you too tough right now. Like you too masculine. So they kind of have to be because they're in a cold ass world that's occupation that's either male dominant. You know what I mean? Or if they're raising boys and trying to be, strong for their young men and all that. But it's like some women are needing some guidance too. But are they willing to let that shield down to accept that is the problem? You know what I mean? So
I'll let you kind of touch on that topic a little bit.
I think I would agree with a lot with what you're saying, and I think the way, I don't know what it's like to be a woman at all, but I do think women have it a lot harder in that sense of all the things that they're supposed to show up as and do, especially in today's times, because I do think back at a certain point, it used to be, the man goes to work, take care, she holds it down at home. Right. And times have changed so much now where women are making more money. Women are getting to go out and do what men have been able to always do. But I think now when you put that to the relationship, I think that's when it comes back on us to still be able to, with what we're expecting and wanting, we still have to be willing to give that out and give that back to her, plus more. And I do think we miss that as men. And I know I can speak from personal experience, unfortunately, in the relationships I've had. I've failed at that from, it's all about me. It's all, we want it to be done for me this way, but we never think to turn back and actually water her flowers, Jordan, to say, and actually make sure. I still think at the end of the day, the woman still should be on a higher pedestal than us as men. And we're not, because society says us as men, we're great, we're this. I mean, we have a 10-to-1 ratio. Us as men right now, where women are just left behind trying to make themselves be, hey, I'm still a good woman. Hey, I know I may have this going, but look over here. And us as men get to just look past them, unfortunately, and get to pick what we want.
Right.
And I think that's the part where, like I said, I have failed, I can honestly say, in my relationships due to that. I've been put on pedestals, I've been in the calendars, I've been in all these things of, oh, you're drunk, you're this, you're that, and oh my God, you're a firefighter, oh my God. And it's so much love that you almost forget what a normal life should look like, where once again, that woman should be.
Oh yeah, bro.
Man, we miss that. That's why we love our moms. That's why we praise our moms. We do these things, and us as men forget that.
Okay. That single independent woman that wants to give you a chance, bro, it's your job to bring that little girl up.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just tough, bro. Like, it's hard, but like you said, especially in our occupation, first responders and shit, man. Like, I know one thing is funny. I'm always scanning and looking wherever I go. I can't help it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But to some women, I can understand. I've heard that, to them it's like, oh shit, I could just relax. He got it. It's stressful to me because I'm looking at, look at this dude clutching his waist, man. What the hell's going on? What's going on? And she's just oblivious, living her best life because her shield is down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
that's a different world. Yeah.
It's a different world. Like, if you could bring her shield down to where she cannot think about, all the shit that already stresses her out, you're gonna win. You're gonna win. And it's a lot, and that's why it's a back and forth.
Yeah, that was deep. I got from that too. It's ladies jump shit.
Yeah.
Hey, that was accountability, man.
That's the real thing of what it comes down to. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it is. And we also still got to make sure we're still taking care of as men in that same regard,
Right.
Like, I still want to make sure we're taken care of, but there are things that I think as men, I think we kind of have failed.
I think it's just everybody's hurt, man. Don't want to get hurt again.
Everybody's hurt. There's intense times. Life is what it is. Yeah.
All right.
What's your feeling before we move on?
Oh, man.
Yeah, you don't want to still married, successful, I
think it's in our society, it's a constant. It's a journey that you have to take together because you do live in different times. Where the women, make a lot more money. They come from a different era where they probably watched their parents struggle. We come from a single parent era, and now we're adults, so we're trying to make sure we don't give our kids the stuff that we went through as tough times. And I think a lot of women out there, especially the black women, carry that burden on their shoulders. Where like I watched my parents or my parents raise me and do the best they can.
Yeah.
And I made vows that I'm not gonna be struggle like that.
Like that.
And we come from the era now where if you meet a black woman our age and they didn't go to college, you're looking at them like, what you got?
Well,
So now it's before times that was wow, you good, you can hold the house down.
yeah.
Now you're looking at like you ain't making six figures, you straight, or you need an Uber, or you good? Like, I don't know, I'm out of here. Like so we also put the women up there, so and as men we're already gonna try to climb that mountain, and now we have a partner who's on one side of the mountain who's climbing it, and I'm on the other side climbing it, and we gotta learn how to meet at the top of the mountain together, and it's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you that it's not no walk in the park. We can't. I'm not gonna stay here in line like, oh man, we fucking living a dream. Nah, we struggling. We do everything. We do things kind of separately because, like I said, we both come from a struggling area, so we're trying to do our hardest to not make sure our son does that. I mean, goes through struggle like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I can also say it's a beautiful thing to see. I can't lie to you guys. Know me now, like personally, it's a beautiful thing to see a black couple like, man, we make it to the mountaintop.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not easy, but we made it to the mountaintop. And I can gloat a little bit. Like, yeah, we doing our thing, man. It ain't easy. It's tough. Because you guys know my wife, man. She top dog in her industry. So always wear that top dog hat, and sometimes it's hard to take that top dog hat off because I'm top dog. And what do alpha dogs do? Fight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not backing down. She ain't backing down, and that's okay.
Right.
And sometimes it's hard, and you go through your ups and downs. But I think as I go through my journey in mental health, you got to learn how to talk. You got to learn how to walk through some of these things. And it's been beautiful. It's been beautiful. I can't say that. Mm-hmm. I answered that pretty well.
Yeah. That's good view. I like that. Maybe to the mountaintop. I think that's a good thing and good visual for me. So
yeah. I mean,
me and John, we learn from our
I'm over here. Gotta up to the mountaintop. I like that.
Right.
I like that.
Like, but also, like, for me, like, looking at you two, like, and I think I explained this on episode 3 before, I idolize you two. Like, you guys keep me going. Because no matter how high my mountain is, I always look at, oh, Drum's mountain. Okay, I mean, I'm still down here. I gotta give. I'm going mentally, physically, everything. So I'm like, oh shit, Schultz, man, where you at D3, man? So kudos to you guys, because you guys don't know, like, there's a lot of men out there, like, this is therapy for me. Like, you guys don't understand, like things you see, like little things. I'm like, man, what did I pull up in today? Okay, all right, like, so I give you guys kudos, like, man, so much. Where I'm like, y'all don't know little things like that in a man's world. Like, as a husband, as a father, you two don't have kids. I have a son. Like, I can't wait to come back. Like, Marcus, man, Drum happens, man.
It's healthy competition because that's what we grew up in.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're playing little league sports in high school, or even just like your circle with your boys, it's a healthy competition. Like, like who's got all the latest and greatest, or like me and Dave. Like, man, when we played against each other in college, it was a flex because we played Montbello Falcons together, and we went to high school together, and then we played against each other in college, and like that was a flex to say, me and my dog made it this fucking far, man. So like the healthy competition is gotta be there. You know what I mean? Like, it's my job to sit here and say, I bought you, do what you do, and all it pushes me. But in reverse, you're like, damn, dude, Choke is pushing. That's because I'm watching you too. Right? You know what I mean? So iron sharpens iron. That's all that is. You know what I mean? And like, as men, going back to that, we gotta find our circle and continue to push each other in that direction.
Yeah. That's awesome. Same thing with you, bro. I know you're the viewers. This is actual viewer comment. You're a mystery man. This is a straight viewer comment. They want to know so much about you. You're a mystery man.
That's crazy. Just quiet. That's all. That's the mystery, bro. That's it. It's quiet.
Viewers, this man is not quiet.
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
He's not quiet, man. Like,
I like that mystery. That's me.
You are a mystery man.
I like that.
You're not quiet though. I'm not gonna give you that title.
I feel like I'm quiet. I speak when I need to speak about different things. Yeah, but I'm very reserved.
I'm not gonna give him that either.
That depends on you. It's gonna be a different life. That's a different thing.
I know you.
But I think there's things where I think as the whole, like the life piece is me. I'm very reserved and quiet.
I don't know. You talk shit.
Yeah.
With the Patriots play the Raiders.
That's different though. You can talk shit sport. That's different. You know, you can talk that all day.
I mean, I think he's being reserved for me.
You have something you want to speak on your vocal.
Yeah, or if
he says what you gotta say. That's it, man.
Yeah, or if you're just something you're very like passionate about, you know, then you're vocal about it. But if you're just chilling
they want to see your social media, man. They want to see your life.
There ain't no social media.
They want to see it. You got to download it now, man. You got to get on TikTok.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to get back. You got to get you back on the calendar, man. You got to get you back on the puppy calendar.
That's why I think I'll remain a mystery, because I don't think they'll see that. I think that's what it is. It's just like, wait, where's your social media? Where?
Yeah.
You ain't going out? Like, no. You ain't going to run into me on accident out in the club. Like, it's just not who I am.
I'm not in the club. It's crazy.
Yeah. We used to go clubbing all the time, bro. Never really happened besides your bastard part.
No, that was a night, though.
Yeah, that was a night.
Yeah,
I've never been out besides that.
I got drugged off the bus, bro.
Well,
okay. You get married twice, I guess. I don't know. Shit. Relax. Relax. Like, do it again. It's crazy work, man. I don't know. Prenup will be a fan.
That's a little. I mean, do we want to go down that road?
Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Brother came to me and told me about, you know, what he saw. Well, allegedly the social media. You know, I guess my ex-wife was living her best life and better without me. And I'm like, damn, was I holding you down? Was I holding you back? Like, all right, cool.
I think some people's life journeys in life are different. You know, they have to attach themselves to something where they're like, this is why I'm happy. This is why I wasn't unhappy. In reality, my 2 cents to anybody out there, your happiness or lives and dies inside you.
Well, I'm to a point where I'm like that. I actually want you to be smiling and living your best life. Cool. I don't have no ill will, no nothing, man. I still talk to her little brother, man. We still cool. I still talk to her little sister every now and then. We still cool. And I ain't got no ill will. It is what it is. Like, people grow together and people grow apart.
The good thing is you're living your life, bro. You're doing a good job out there.
I'm chilling, man.
You're doing your thing.
I'm chilling. I'm staying out the way. Doing what I need to do to be better in my own life. But
you got some good things going to start coming up and everything else. But you're in a good spot.
It will be a prenup, man. Marriage is a business because you need a license.
Wife, I love you.
You get a post nut? I'm just throwing ideas. I'm not saying you. I'm just thinking out loud. I told you I'm a terrible friend lately, man. And I'm gonna say this though, real talk. I don't see marriage as a business sometimes. There's business aspects of a marriage. I see marriage as a lifetime agreement that is also business side, but also like a personal relationship side. And I believe, and there's a lot of people who's going to disagree with this, and there's going to be men out there, I know for a fact, who's going to watch this and be like, single men. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say there's a lot of single men that I can't wait to talk to. Oh, man, this marriage is a business. I don't believe marriage is a truly business. I think marriage is a lifetime contract that you agree to, lifetime, even if it don't last, that you agree to be there outside of a business. What happens if it don't last?
Get divorced.
You what?
You move on.
You lose a lot of shit financially.
You do. But also there's gains and there's growth from that too. Like,
oh yeah.
If you get a divorce in that situation or that business contract, if you look at it, then work out. You move on and make sure the next one's better.
And again, like,
be a prenup for you.
It is a business because it is a full-time job.
Oh, it's a full-time job.
You got to be ready to put in that work all day, every day.
Yeah, that work, but also that work can be a fun time. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to walk into a relationship like it's a business because I want to be able to joke around and dick around and so I don't like my 2 cents to anybody out there who's looking for like, oh, I need a business partner to grow. I also look for someone who's gonna be like, man, just fucking pillow fighting each other forever. Like you're just having a good time. Travel away and you guys are fucking eating hot dogs on the beach and nobody's
crazy.
got $2.
That was crazy.
I was never doing it before. I don't want to look at it as a business deal.
Is that what you do on vacation, bro?
Yeah. I'm just saying, we can just go back to Jamaica and jerk hot dogs, man. I've never truly doing it. I hope to not look at it as a business deal, personally.
Yeah.
I feel like a business deal makes me feel like, then what's the point? Because, yes, you can make sense and we can be like, oh, let's split this house and rent out our place, blah, blah, blah. But I hope for my own sake, I don't see it as business. Because business will let me down. And I feel like
you have to establish a friendship within the relationship.
And you can do all those things without, I think, putting the word business. Business almost just seems like we're only doing this because we need this to just work in this moment. Like, we're not doing it because we really love each other, but we're doing it because it's business. Hey, you and I can go buy that house across the street because this is a good business deal for us. Broncos are moving over here. Let's make that work on this deal. To me, that's a terrible outlook for me. That's me personally. And I think that's what it's helped me back.
And again, and
that's a big topic right there.
it's just to say the fact that I'm still healing. I'm not healed.
Absolutely.
So I still got that bitterness in me.
Absolutely.
With it, right? Or disgruntled, whatever you want to call it, because I look at it as a business because you got to have a license, right? Which is crazy to me. You know what I mean? If you love somebody, you want to get married, just do it, right?
Right.
But also, it's like you're joining your credit score, you're joining your finances, you're joining the debt, and it's just like you got to work together. So I see it as a bad aspect sometimes. Right?
I do. I don't.
And that's the business part that I'm saying. But because if the relationship doesn't last or you get the divorce, man, people could get real nasty financially. And you're just like, really? Like, was I really withholding you from that financial status? No, I wasn't. So why is it that you come for me for that? Oh, because you was with me during the time? Well, okay, when you was at home asleep, who was out there slaving and grazing? You know what I mean? Who was paying off this and paying off that? Like, I was busting my ass to get there while you could sleep comfortably.
And I think that's what makes sure it's so unique of a situation with what you got gone through, and I can see why you do feel what you feel. I mean, I think about all the time we've talked about it, the ups, the downs, the being there for it. Like, there's no way you cannot be from it, And I think that's the thing when I think about the relationships, even for myself, from past, where I'm like, man, I feel this way because of this, and X, Y, and Z. But I think there's a reason why we all go through these things, and there's a reason why we do feel what we feel for some of those.
And it's no secret, man. Like, when it first happened, man, when I put pen to paper, man, and signed that show, I'm like, I ain't never getting married again, right?
Right.
But after a while, I'm like, look, I can't let that stop me from, another opportunity in life.
Right.
Still want to be a father, absolutely, but not as much as I want to be.
Man, my friend needs some homies. What's up?
I'm chilling, man. Chilling. Like,
At
one point, I was like, yo, I'll go have on a baby, But now I'm like, I need to get to a place to where I can provide and create a stable environment.
I'm gonna challenge you though. Sometimes the beautiful part of life, the way I view life, one point.
I think that's what has worked out so well for you, though, is being able to kind of live kind of free, in a sense, and have these good things happen. Where then I think people like Jordan and I, we've been so almost structured and almost like have to have this plan or have something happen that it has stopped us in a sense from those things.
Out of my control is wild.
Yeah, the fact of thinking if I had to do something right now that wasn't necessarily planned or talked about scared the hell out of me. And I think that is also what has held me back in that thing. Where you can be that flower out here just blossoming, and you're just like, well, took a chance. It didn't die. Still going. We're good. Always. There's something to be said about that, too.
No, darling. But also, I'm going to give you, because I watched you guys grow up, man, like, we grew up together, and sometimes the unplanned things might be the best thing happen for you guys, man. Seriously. Because you're such in control, one thing, like something, don't let you, like, find Not saying have a baby.
Those unplanned things make me think of my childhood. That was tough. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I think of an unplanned thing, I think about dad has 12 kids. Yeah. That is an unplanned thing to have 12 kids with 7 different moms and not take care of them at all. Yeah. But that unplanned thing scares me from a sake of not wanting to live that life that was tough growing. Like I always said, my mom did such a good job, you know, but I think about how hard that was. Right. And it's almost like that unplanned thing sometimes can lead to, why do you want to put yourself in that position of what you struggled already to be?
One of the definitions of fear, though, is the fear of the unknown. So as you go through life, like we're men, like once you're kids, you're gonna have to pick. You have to take a chance on it, like something unknown. I'm telling you guys, man, like my little 2 cents, man, like not go find a random chick, sorry ladies, and I'd rather just find out have a baby. You know? But sometimes, man, an unplanned thing will just like it just makes it be life. I'm just saying, I'm not.
What are some of those unplanned things if you had a list?
I know.
Yeah. Just, I mean, it's not a kid. We all say, unplanned baby, cool. And obviously, we don't want that. So what else are some of those unplanned things that can just, boom, happen?
Let's walk a little bit in my shoes, man, sometimes. Have you guys ever went on a trip and everything's not booked? Best time, best trips for me. Just go somewhere like I ain't booked the room yet.
That's what I was doing, and I mean,
it's awesome.
I don't think I have.
I mean, I was getting a hotel and a flight book. You at least have those couple things.
Have you ever done that? Nothing. I went like,
well, the responsible me can't see that part of it.
Yeah.
But there's other things I've done, like, oh, I didn't expect to go to that game. Oh, I didn't expect to go do this. I mean, that is fun.
Try it. I'm gonna try some of those things, man. Just try. Pick a random flight. Just go there and don't even have nothing planned to book. Don't have this like I'm just gonna be here. You guys are awfully financially stable, so it's not gonna be like, oh man, you're gonna go somewhere and be
maybe a little bit more because you waited too long to book.
Doesn't matter. I can only live once. You asked for
hey man, I'm gonna give you my location in case I get trafficked out there.
You never know.
I gotta what's going on. I gotta at least have an idea. I mean,
why?
I at least gotta know what's going on. I'm not going to go show up to Arkansas and be like, hey, Little Rock, where do I go from here? Just through the market. Yeah.
Just go.
No, I'm not doing that.
Or just drive. Just get in the car. Just drive. Drive. No agenda. No goal. No destination.
I hate driving too much to do it.
Yeah, I drive every day, man. Driving.
No, seriously, Mom. Drive for sometimes when Mike got in the car, we're just like, all right, we're just going to go that direction.
I think the difference, though, you're doing it, and I think that's why I love talking to you about the relationship type of things. You just said, my wife and I will do this.
Well, I think
there's such a difference in a sense of like when I'm just like, well, I'm going to go drive, and I'm like, shit, how am I going to go do that? You know, like, I think there's still something to be said, though. You're in a process still, and a good thing where you still got that partnership.
I've done it by myself, too.
Where'd you go?
So
I literally just drove that way, bro.
So here's the crazy part. You said you've done it by yourself, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of cats who aren't comfortable by themselves.
And that's okay.
Can't handle being by themselves.
Yeah, I'm probably doing it. And I'm probably
doing it myself. It took me a long time to realize that shit, man. I'm so used to having companionship, a partner, somebody to roll with. So going solo was like weird.
Because you're also not designed to be here to do things solo. I mean, yes, you can go do a solo trip. I've done some self trips, cool. Right. It's great. But I think at the end of the day, we're still here for that companionship. And I think at the end of the day, it's still going to come back to that, at least for me.
Okay.
I mean, you can say, cool, yeah, I drove out there, that was cool. But I don't think we're still designed to be here to go and do that.
Yeah, don't get around, man. You give me a companion or partner, just like, let's go here. Send it.
So what y'all three? Well, us three right now. If I just said, hey, just be at the airport this time, we out. I don't know where we're going. So where we going to go, I'll make sure it's somewhere warm. We won't go nowhere. Sorry, we ain't going to Alaska or something like that. But we're just going, man. We have no agenda.
It's different with your homies. We're still be able to think, plan our work time off. Okay, we got this. I mean, that's different still.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Would you do it, though?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's easy.
As long as like I said, my
time off and everything. You line it up. Sounds good. Hey, we need at least 4 days.
That's
Sounds
steps,
good.
though. Like, be honest with you guys. Like, that's steps, though. Yeah. That's a deep question, though. I like that question, Drum. Like, I kind of live life, even without being married. I always live life like I'm just gonna throw a dart with our kind of guy. I'm just gonna, we'll just go that way. I don't like the control part. I like that.
I need a little idea.
I don't like
little idea.
Example is I don't like my socks folded. Well, that's just seems
wrong. Or you hold on, man. You got your socks in your drawer. This.
Oh wow.
Singles.
That's me out. I don't know. Stress me out.
We're different.
That was stress me out. Criminal behavior, bro.
The fold up socks stress me out because I just like that's like.
That's an organized thing for me.
You got on this kind of socks, right?
No, I don't. It takes a while to find them, but I just don't like those things. I don't. It gives me high.
That's adding time to your day that you got to make sure your socks are matching because you didn't put them together.
But I plan my day like that.
I'd rather not know what meal I'm going to eat today. Like right now, I'm starving. I ain't going to lie to you. I don't know what I want to eat right now, and I'm okay with knowing that there's a lot of food out there that needs to be picked from. I'm good with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I already had these socks picked out. I already had this outfit picked out 3 days ago when I sent those message. But I knew I was working, everything else, went to church this morning, and it was like, cool, I know we're going to come straight here after that. You went to church in a Raiders jersey? Yep. And didn't catch fire. Nope. It's crazy. Yep.
That's crazy.
The whole church did, everybody in sports stuff. That's what the Raiders did. Stuff.
No one said nothing. Okay, that's
one
crazy.
guy's like, you're pretty brave. And I'm like, yep, sure am. He said, I'm a Chiefs fan. I'm like, cool.
Hey,
I mean, he beat me up. I got a Raiders jersey on. I mean, that's a 30-year series, you know? Yeah.
You know, I that's the great thing about our dynamic. We have, it's always going to be one of us who just kind of, your perspective of being divorced.
Oh, yeah.
It's so unique, and I love listening to it. I can obviously see, you're single, you're out there, your life is, I love the way you handle things in life. Like, I can't be as organized as you. It stress me out. I'm just learning to, use a calendar within the last year. It's like, I show up on the day, but
I think it's all about how we were brought up, though, too. I mean, when you think about how you're raised and being the oldest child, different things like that. I mean, there's just such different, I think, responsibilities that have come with some of those things where you kind of have to be that way. It's not like you have someone else showing you that way. So it's like, well, you kind of got to operate a certain way to move that way.
There's personality, lifestyle, and also occupation.
I need a
little structure.
I can't just show up to work and be like, all right. I mean, I have to have a plan almost in a sense.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. We get some crazy ass calls, man. But you planning as you head.
But you also got to answer those things too when you're in those positions. I mean, being even captains on our sports team. I mean, that goes back to that. You just can't show up to practice and just be like, all right, cool, yeah. I mean, the coach is gonna be like, everything all right? What's up? Do you not want to be in that position? Because I mean, we're in positions of lead, and I've always been in positions of lead my whole life. So I think in a sense that's all I really know as well.
I mean, look at what we do. You like the spontaneity of things, and it's like that's every day at work. That's every day in your life.
Yeah.
But the control still lies within it too. So
him and I had a good talk a couple weeks ago where he's even thinking about promoting down the line.
Yeah.
That's gonna have to change.
I gotta
be involved.
Yeah, I gotta be stepped into a leadership role a little bit.
What y'all do, man?
I probably gotta become an officer of my job.
Yeah.
And I think trying to get some gold on you.
You're gonna be an officer at some point, and the fact of the matter is that's gonna, I think, also change a little bit of
that puts pressure on me a little bit.
Well, also change some things.
You guys are making me do
yeah. And that's gonna be the reality. That's gonna change the way those things are, and those socks probably might get folded after all.
Get folded.
Yeah, probably not. But
I can't listen to a lieutenant who don't fold socks.
That's gonna be him. That's gonna be the uniqueness thing, but I think that's what's gonna come with it. Is that because you're still gonna have that chief, that captain, whatever it may be, that actually look to you to say, hey, we noticed that this didn't happen.
Yeah, I can't listen. And he put socks together.
Yeah.
At
some point, those things have to be answered.
Gary Trump.
That's what I'm saying. But it's the reality. I can see it. It's going to happen.
Oh, man. Yeah. My wife hates the button. I don't like folded stuff. I don't. Folded shirt is wild.
You hanging up at least?
That's even dumber. I just don't want to go down that path.
No rules, that's all.
I don't like the rules.
Don't tell them what to do.
Don't fold my clothes. Don't tell me where to hang my clothes. Like, guess what? Just don't.
How many pairs of drawers you got, man?
Who knows?
You just rocking one pair, you know what I'm saying? Just one pair.
My wife hates that. Like, I don't fold my underwear. Like, how? Like, I'm a grown ass man. Like, for me, this is only me personally. Folded underwear is like you're telling me like the fold, like what underwear I'm gonna wear. I'm also super rebellious. Like I'm that guy, and I'm always gonna be that guy to challenge you anywhere. I'm an asshole too, and
now I'm trying to figure out how your daily life is like.
Random. Fucking random.
Do you wet your toothbrush before you put the toothpaste on?
Are you trying to call me insane?
I don't.
You know what I'm saying? You at least put toilet paper on the roll.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
But then it depends on which way.
I'm also a father.
Is it coming under or is it coming over? It should always come over.
The time that you think to do that, those people, y'all need to be in the state of time.
I bet his is under because he's not thinking about it.
I'm not going to judge him. John gets done it. I'm not going to judge you on that.
I'm taking the time to do that.
I do.
What you mean?
Yeah. Oh, you got to be meticulous to make sure it's at least over.
Yeah.
Wait.
Under's a pain.
I don't know. I don't understand that. That doesn't make anything. That doesn't matter. Come on. Like, women out there, like, I'm sorry. I don't know. Like, y'all, I don't know. It doesn't bother me.
You gotta have some structure, man.
I'm a random dude.
You eat cereal with a fork, don't you?
No.
But probably with a butter knife. Put the Fruit Loops through the butter knife and drink the milk after with a straw.
Barn animal.
You know, those are randomness, bro.
That's not random. That's just chaotic and unorthodox.
That is. Those are red flags all over the place.
I'm gonna look up some other TI words and throw at you.
I'm married now. You can't go nowhere. I'm married.
Because nobody else want to put up that thing. She's like, there's no other woman that wants to do it. She's like, I'm gonna settle this.
Like I said, I like the randomness too. I like the thought of thinking, what are we gonna go eat after something? Some random. I like that thought.
Oh, that's random.
That's random because we have no idea. I'm thinking Jamaican food right now. You might be thinking barbecue. That sounds good. They're both right down the street. I'm good with that randomness.
Yeah.
But like Jordan said, I think there's something said about the structure. And that goes to show why it's been months since this has happened.
It's not my fault, man.
You like the randomness making people wait. Hey, y'all heard that? This came live from Marcus himself. Yeah. This is why y'all had to wait, because he likes the randomness and no structure.
You two weren't here.
Yeah. So he always says, sorry for the wait.
I was here the whole time, bro.
Well, your schedule, man. We have to wait and figure it out with your schedule.
I'm off 3 days a week.
All right, I'll take the wait.
You work 9 days a month, man.
Wrap things up real quick, guys. NFL predictions
for
Super Bowl.
Let's wait till we call that.
Gotta do it. That's why it's October 12th. We gotta have the predictions now so we can go back and look. Here, I'm gonna throw out my predictions. It's gonna be hella random. I hate the Chiefs so much. Somehow they're gonna sneak through them Super Bowl again. And I hate it.
I got Lions and Bills.
I was about to say that. I was just about to say Detroit and Buffalo.
I don't think
they'll be the champions. You heard it here first.
I don't think they're gonna make it.
Why?
Calling it out.
The Lions gonna shoot themselves in the foot like they did last year. This little stupid mistake.
You said our predictions. That's it. Lions and Bills. And I got Bills winning it.
I can't stand the Chiefs. I hope the stadium blows up right now. No one's in there helping them.
Jesus.
But somehow the Chiefs are gonna wiggle their way into the Super Bowl.
Wiggle their way. You got it. Who they got playing?
Yeah. Or who they gonna play against? Oh man, I think. I haven't looked at scores today. I think it's the Bucks, the Rams game. Bucks.
They're not even playing each other.
Well, Chiefs and Bucks again?
Yeah.
No.
Or Chiefs and Rams.
I could see the Bucks sneaking in with Baker, but Detroit and Buffalo for sure.
I think Matthew Stafford is going to ride off into the sunset with like a Super Bowl win or something.
He already got his. He's good.
No, like
where's Super Bowl this year?
It's in San Fran. Santa Clara, that new stadium for the Niners play
with Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
America hates the bad money, even though he's
For
American.
what? Yeah, dude, Puerto Rican.
But
It's U.S. territory.
Go there.
No,
Let's not go there.
Let's not do that. War stories?
Definitely. That was one of the biggest requests.
War story.
Super Bowl prediction for me though is I'm going Rams.
Yeah. And the Chiefs is one or the Rams?
Either way, probably gonna say Mahomes gonna sweep away one. Yeah, another one.
Yeah. Until he gets probably couple more receivers and probably I think this is Travis' last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what I'm saying, like, this is Travis' last year. Like, we said that. Every time they go Super Bowl, we're like, wow, they find a way then.
Well, we said it last year and they got destroyed, so I don't know how much we said.
Huh?
Yeah.
All right, you're that viewers act. They love to hear the words.
Y'all? Fire got stories too.
I probably won't share too many war stories. I don't think some of those calls are too horrific. I'll share the funny stuff for sure because it's absolutely hilarious.
You know, that's it. Other than that, I mean, I got gruesome shit. I don't know if y'all want to hear it.
I don't have anything.
I don't have anything. That's up to you if you want to share the gruesome. Man, I don't know. It's up to you. I'm not gonna share.
I'm not gonna share the most recent. I gotta let that settle a little bit.
Yeah. Anything. So as far as you've been back on the streets, is how long?
Technically April.
Are you on your own? Are you by yourself?
Oh yeah.
What is that like? Describe that. I think
riding solo.
Riding solo.
And I rocked out, man. I hooked my phone up to the Bluetooth, looking through my jams. Like 90% of calls that go on are 2-man calls. Right? You know,
that one.
If you report a possible domestic violence, you're gonna have 2 cars show up. If it's honestly, it could be anything. It could be a shoplifting. You're probably gonna get 2 officers response. It's just a safety thing, right? Because it's never what you think it is or what it's being told to be. You know, but I prefer the 2-man calls. No, work gets done easier. Paperwork-wise, if I'm running plates or if I need to, you know, do some proactive work, it's just easier. You know what I mean? I'm not like I'm a computer driving and looking like I can actually lock in and focus on one thing at a time. But you know, being back is nice, but riding solo, man, I got the easy jumping, and you know, just wait for this stuff and whatever it is I need to get in.
Is there an extra level of riding solo of like security or awareness?
Oh yeah, awareness for sure. You know, just driving. You know what I mean? If I'm at a red light, man, I don't like to keep cool up right next to you. It's weird to me. Like even in my personal car, if someone pulls up right next to you, you're like, man, give me a little offset. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, if you're riding solo, it's definitely head on a swivel. You know, again, I prefer riding with a partner because you can just take care up a lot more than just being by yourself. And if you go to a call, then I gotta wait. You know, I'm not gonna go in by myself. You know, and be like they call it the team song for trying to be a hero. So yeah, just heightened sensitively. If I want to ride along, that's what it is.
A couple it'd be fun to come ride with you though.
I would love to ride with you.
Yeah, ride alongs are cool, man. Those out there, you can do a ride along. Some people ask, and some are able to do it. Some can't. Depends on the shift. Depends on what's going on. But you know, it's pretty fun. I'm known to have riders first, so if somebody rides with me, ain't nothing happening, nothing popping. You know, and it's kind of boring, kind of sucks. But some people get all the other stuff, traffic crashes, some house fires. I'm like, we ain't had a house fire how long? And now this happening? But we get kind of welfare checking out though. It's getting bad. Check on your people. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, what's as we wrap this episode up, any words for encouragement for the viewers out there? I love to check on the people up.
Oh yeah, honestly, just based on all the welfare checks I've been doing and the deceased that I've been coming upon and finding people in their homes, and you're just like, man, just check on your folks, man. If somebody ain't responding, and You know what I mean? Or their behaviors out of the norm. And just chill out on it. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's a text, social media, phone call, pull up on them if you have to.
Yep.
You know, because there's nothing worse than calling me and then you get the bad news, right? Because I'm not gonna let you inside at home so you can see what they look like. I'm not doing that. I don't want you to have that last image of your loved one, but you know, it baffles me when I go on these calls. It's like, oh, I haven't talked to my uncle, mom, whoever in like 7 days. You are outside your mind. Like, if I ain't talked to my homeboys in 24, 48 hours, well, we got a problem. But, you know, we got a problem. I need to know what's going on. Like, you better comment something on social media. You better be on the sticks online playing something, you know, but it blows my mind how you can go that far, that long without communicating to somebody you claim to love. That's wild to me. That's it.
Anything? Want to leave
Just say look out for one another, like you're saying. I think there's just some tough times right now going on, some tense times.
It is.
Don't be afraid to just reach out, ask for help in that same breath, you know, just with everything going on. It's tough. I think we're all struggling, as we mentioned earlier, in different ways, you know,
and it's not just me on the wheelchair check. No. Y'all there too. Cause I'm calling y'all to bust down the door.
Yeah, so I think that's what I've done.
I know.
All right. I'm gonna leave you with do some random stuff. Just do some random shit. Try something random. Try something
legally.
Yeah, try something legally random. Try something different. Try something out of the ordinary. Break your cycle. Break your routine. Just try something different. You know? Close your eyes and math and just pick a spot.
Yeah, we'll see y'all next year.
No,
next year it is.
Exactly.
2026.
It's more a couple weeks, man. In a couple weeks, not even next week.
Well, we schedule it, man. Watch, we gonna say someone's gonna be out of town.
Yeah,
I didn't go out of town this weekend.
We learned a lot of French. There's a whole lot of weed coming out.
Thank y'all, man. Episode 5, Other Side of the Badge. We appreciate you guys, man. Much love.
Yeah.
Tune in next time.